So I'm going to call this a Dunkleweizen. Because I can do that. Because I am German. You can change the names of the beers. Alrighty, it is time to brew my Weizenbock for the War of the Wheats. Well, actually it's not time to brew it. I'm going to be brewing it later on this evening. It's currently about 4 PM in the afternoon. I've had lots of bits and pieces to do, and I've got my brewery re-put back together again because I broke some bits. Weizenbock. Here she be. There is the wheat. Dun dun dun. 3.75 kg of wheat. Here's the malt. 2.5 kg of Pilsner malt and 1.2 kg of melanoidin. Now I'm using melanoidin because I don't want to have to do a decoction mash, and melanoidin is sort of like a cheating way of replicating a decoction mash process. So that's why I'm using that. So that is 3.7 and that is 3.75, making this the winner at 50.3% of the grist. Cool, I'm within the German purist requirements for the BJCP guidelines for the Weizenbock. Right. Anyways, I better get back to cleaning all this and getting it ready for the brew tonight, and I'll do some footage as I brew. Put the mould at the bottom so it gives a nice grain bed to try and avoid the stuck spud. Nah, we'll get a stuck spud. And a week. Cool. Put my recirc tube in. Oh, which way are we going to go? The other way. And let's underlet it. Alrighty, I have been mashing away now for, what, 25 minutes? Wow, 25 minutes at ramping up from 45 degrees to 50 degrees to 65 degrees. So I did a 20-minute ferulic acid rest at 45 degrees, and during the end of that 20 minute I started to ramp it up directly to the 65 degree mash temperature. So my protein rest, etc., would have come in as I was ramping up into that 65 degree temperature range. But anyway, she's whirling around. The wheat is whirling. Let's see how it goes. I got my hops. Oh, I also noted I have a stainless steel bench and a Sharpie pen. And no paper. That's right, because up there, when it focuses, those clear bottles there are ethanol, because I also have, over there, a still. So, focus. So that's right, I can write on my bench and then wipe away. Means I can quickly make some notes as I'm going through with my temperature steps, etc. and what I have been doing. So anyway, these are my hops. These are organic Hallertau traditional hops. 25 kg in at the start of the boil and 25 kg in 15 minutes towards the end of the boil, I think. 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Not sure. I will check that and write it down on my bench so I don't forget. And I'm also drinking a Vandal. What else would you drink while you're brewing on a Saturday night?
Straight from the bottle too.
No, nuts. I'm not that much of a bogan. Got a glass. Right. Get back to it. Okie dokie, I am spudging out. So I am taking 65 degree water through this little pump here around the back, and it's coming to here and it is being split. See, I've got the T-valve at a 45 degrees, so that means that there's water coming in, but also this one here is at 45 degrees as well, which means that there's the wort coming out that's getting split and going in there, and some of it's coming up here mixing with the fresh water and coming in to try and keep a steady level of water above the grain bed while I fill up the kettle. So yep, the Weizenbock is in the kettle. Can't tell there's wheat in it, eh? It's got about a 2-finger head on it already. I overshot my sparge water by about 2.5 litres. I was too worried about trying to keep the sparge water above the grain bed and not sticking, which it didn't stick anyway. There was no chance of it sticking with this setup. Cool, it's fucking good, eh? So yeah, I overshot it by about 2.5 litres for my volume, which obviously diluted my OG. So my OG sort of dropped down to about 1035, 1036. So I'm just going to have to boil it away just a little bit more. But yeah, check out this Weizenbock head. Look at that. Oh look, the hops are in there pre-boil as well. They're just sitting there, just slowly getting ready to heat up. Instead of chucking them in as soon as the hop break, I thought, oh, just let them hang in there and go all the way in the boil. But yeah, how long have I got? I have got 15 degrees to go. Struth. Can anybody guess where the element is? Go on, have a guess. Now, question. How many people scoop this stuff off, they boil and try and get rid of it? I know I don't, because normally I don't bloody brew wheat beers and it doesn't have a skin like this on it. Look like a hot break to you? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And go. Alrighty, I am drinking a Tuatara Belgian Tripel, a religious experience, at 8.5%. A couple of these and I will be having a religious experience, won't I? Alrighty, the Dunkleweizen is boiled, and I'm currently running the wort out the back here, down through the counterflow, back up into the pump and in and along and back in and back into the kettle again. So I'm just running that through the counterflow for a while, just to boil away any nasties that were in there. I gave it a big boil run beforehand, so it was all cleared up. But I just like to run my counterflow before I run the cold water for, I don't know, about 10 minutes, just to clean up anything that's in there and just really sanitize the counterflow. But yeah, so that is running at the moment. Right. Anyways, it's time to start to cool down. Water coming through.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's going to turn the element off. That's a bit silly trying to cool it down while having the element on. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that is the hot water coming out from the counterflow. And now we just watch this little temperature drop down. I'm cooling my wort down. And my wort is at 30 degrees centigrade now, which is pretty good. Once it gets to about 24 degrees centigrade, it will be going in the fermenter, the yeast will be pitched, and I will have a Dunkleweizen, fucking wheat beer, fermenting. I don't like wheat beers. Originally I thought it was a Weizenbock. I don't know why. I think I wrote down in the name, in the description of the beer, a Weizenbock. But when I went inside during the boil, because I was like, shit, I've missed my OG by heaps, I checked the recipe and I had accidentally called it a Weizenbock, but set the BJCP standard to Dunkleweizen. So it is within spec. Yay, I didn't fuck up. Just gotta wait for it to cool down, get it the fermenter, and then I can go inside and have another beer. Oh yeah, anyway. There's the fermenter. There's the cooling apparatus. There's the beer. You can't really see because it's got the lid on it now, because it's below the threshold temperature of infection. Yeah, anyway, cheers. I'm at 26 degrees, so I'm going to be putting it in the fermenter soon. Cheers. Hope you enjoyed watching this archaic video of me on a Saturday night trying to get a beer brewed. Have yourself another one. I'm going to after this.